I'm currently deep into the mangrove system here in Southeast Asia, and I'm on the hunt for something which, if all goes to plan, I'll be cooking up right here next to this boat which has been washed inland by the tsunami of 2004. And I've got a few supplies with me today. I've got my good old machete, and I've got a fire steel. These create sparks, and those sparks are super hot. You can then create fire with those sparks. And then I've got a cooking pot. So if all goes to plan, we're going to be cooking up some food right here. Oh, there's one there, there's one there. Little fish that walks on land. Oh, yes. Whoa! Woo! Oh yeah, we got crab! I'm about to use my knife to take out one of these roots. I need one of these roots to turn into a long stick. That stick should hopefully help me catch what I'm trying to hunt. There we are, I've got my stick. Right, let's go hunting. So it's currently low tide. You can see the water levels dropped. It's a big tide at the moment, and that's the best time to go and catch what I'm hunting for. The stick, well, I'm looking for these little holes that have still got a bit of water in them, and it's in those holes that's where the creatures that I'm hunting live. There's another hole. It's quite a small hole. Well, what I'm looking for is a reaction, an immediate reaction as soon as I stick my stick into the hole. And by reaction, you'll know exactly what I mean when I find one. Look at that fish. It's like a little fish that walks on land. Look at that. Looks like a lizard, almost. Oh, there's one there, there's one there. I've got one, there's one there, there's one there. Oh, look at the size of it. Whoa. Look at the size of that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this. Whoa, whoa. Oh my God, it's so big. Get him out, trying to get him out. Get out of the hole, get out of the hole. Whoa. Oh my God, he's so big. This guy is huge. Let me flip him over. I need to get him. Oh, I got him. Oh. Wait, put my stick like that. I'm gonna try and pick him up. Let's see if I can pick him up. Whoa! Whoa, whoa. Whoa, this is actually pretty scary. Now this is such a big crab. Whoa, just look at the damage he's doing to that wood. This guy's huge. This is a monster. Look at the wood, look at the damage he's causing to that wood. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. I don't know why I'm so out of breath. This thing is an absolute monster. It's taken about 20 minutes of walking around. I've poked about I don't know, like 30, 40 holes. I did find one or two very small ones, but it wasn't worth filming. But this is an absolute beast. This is a monster. I can't believe I've just found this huge crab right here in that little pool right there. And it's so hot, I'm sweating. Woo! And look at the damage he did to that when I pulled him out of the hole. He gripped hold of the stick and he's peeled off all the bark, and these are really strong bits of wood as well. But what I want to do is try and separate him from the stick. Oh, there we go. Now I want to try and pick him up. These guys have got really good vision. As soon as I got anywhere near them, they snap and they're really aggressive. Let me try and pick him up again. Okay. Ah, look at him crashing down on that. Oh, let me try and get him again. No, he's got hold of the stick. He won't let go of the stick. Look how big he is. He's huge. And look how much I'm sweating. It's so hot. I'm really struggling to pick this guy up. Every time I pin him down with the stick, he crushes the stick and he won't let go. But the only thing I need to do is I need to get my hands around the back of these back two legs. But every time I do it, he keeps leaning backwards and he tries to pinch me. Yes. Woo! Yes! We got a crab. Look at the size of it. Right, I'm gonna give this guy a little rinse. Oh, I dropped him. I dropped him. Oh no. Oh. What? Oh. Look at the size of it. Oh. Look at the size of it. This guy is huge. These claws are massive. Right, well, here we are, 25 minutes in. We've got our first crab. It took about 10 minutes to pick up. I've given it a little rinse. Well, folks, I said the plan was to come here to catch something, and this is exactly it. These are called the mud crabs. These live, well, down here in the mangroves, and you can only really catch them at low tide on a big tide, because if it isn't a big tide, then, well, the water just isn't low enough in order to get to where they live. And they live in those holes at low tide. The holes that I've been poking for the last 20 minutes, and I finally found one. So now, as promised, I've got my cooking pot. Now we need to light a fire and cook this bad boy up. Oh yeah. Got some of these. These are super fine, super dry. They almost look like pine needles. I think they are some sort of pine. There's a pine, some sort of pine tree there. These needles are super dry. They should go up really fast when I use my fire steel. And then we're gonna need some wood. Oh, yes. Get some of these really small dry twigs. And I'm going to put these straight on that flame. Yes, we have fire. Ugh. So I've just poured about 1.5 litres of water into the pot. The pot is now on the fire. I'm going to wait 5 or 10 minutes for it to start boiling. In the meantime, what I need to do is I need to kill the crab. There's one thing I don't like, and that is when people cook crabs alive, or even fish. You know, if we're going to cook it, at least put it out of its misery. Therefore, I'm going to get a sharp stick, I'm going to poke it through its head, because that's the most humane way to kill a crab. And obviously I'm not going to film it because I don't think YouTube will allow it. And if anyone's interested in one of these, then check out bushcrafttools.com, or there'll be a link below in the description. So I've just killed it. I'm now going to place it into the boiling water. So the plan now is to wait about 10 to 12 minutes, make sure it's nicely cooked, take it out, leave it cool, then I'm going to crack it open with my knife. So I've just been to collect a few of these banana leaves. I'm going to use these as my little table, or basically somewhere to put my food once it's cooked. So I've been waiting a long time to do this. It's finally been, well, the tide is finally big enough. It goes low enough in order to find these holes that the crabs hide in. And I've done it. I've caught my first ever mud crab by hand. Okay, I might have used a stick, but look, I was lucky I didn't get my finger caught in its claws, because if you do that, I mean, well, we saw what happened to the stick, and you can imagine what would happen to your finger if your finger was to become caught in those claws. Okay, so I think maybe another 3 or 4 minutes and I'm going to take it out and it should be cooked. In the meantime, let's go and have a look at that boat. But before we do that, I've just noticed there's another one right here. So we're probably about half a mile inland, and I'm pretty sure all of these boats have just been washed up here due to the tsunami which happened in 2004. And that tsunami, that killed over 200,000 people. It was devastating what it did to Southeast Asia. So I can only guess that these boats have been washed in with that huge wave, that surge of water pushing through the mangrove system and ending up right here. I guess once a boat gets washed up this far inland, it's really hard for it to get back out to sea, because it's just a big mess. Oh look, a few more holes. I wonder if these have got any more crabs in them. Let's have a look. Nope. 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 Oh, just lots of small crabs. What, they're everywhere, running around. Look at that, there's that one of those fish again. Those fish that walk on water. Look, sorry, a fish that walks on land. If you know what those little fish are called, those ones that walk on land, please let me know in the comment section. So I've also got this coconut with me, and to get this coconut out of the tree, it was quite difficult. Well, on the beach, I found a piece of bamboo about 8 to 10 meters long, and it took quite a lot of effort, but I managed to get two of these coconuts out of the tree this morning. I ate one there and then, and I thought I'd save the other one for now. So I managed to peel off most of the husk to reveal the top of the coconut. All I need to do now is 4 cuts like that. And there, right there, is the coconut meat. Look at that. Ah, this is the best part. Right folks, it's now time to eat the crab. Just look at the size of it. So I'm going to start by ripping off its claw, like that. I'm going to use my knife, crack it a few times, just like this. Look at that. Huge amount of meat in there. Wow. Wow. Dripping with sweat. Lovely sweet meat from this crab. Got some coconut to back it up. Mmm. This is so good. Mmm. Ow. Just knelt down on that. That really hurt. Ugh. Look at that meat. Oh. You wouldn't believe that this thing was crawling around about half an hour ago. And I just wonder how many more of these crabs there are out there. Oh, dropped a bit. Mmm. More crab, claw. Well folks, I've pretty much nailed all that crab. This is what I have left. I have the body and some of the legs. So in the body, one thing I always mention with crabs is there's something called the dead man's fingers, and they almost look like feathers, and that's these bits. These bits are what you do not want to eat, so you always have to remove those from the crab. Like that, you can see it almost looks like a feather. There, and there's some on the other side as well, which I've already taken off. And then there's lovely bits of meat right here. First of all, you can eat this lovely orange stuff, which is the, I think they call it the tomile, is it the tomile? But one of my favorite parts of this, the legs. So what I normally do is I break the section of the leg off and I'll just squash it, and you can see it squeezes out this paste of crab meat, which is absolutely delicious. And you can do it to all the sections of leg, like that. Mmm, so good. And look, when you pull the legs out, these little knuckles, mmm, so good. Leg, squash, paste. Oh, dropped it. So folks, that is it for this very short video. I can tick it off the list. I've been to a mangrove, I've caught mud crab, and I've cooked it up over a fire. I'm now going to finish off my meal by drinking the rest of my coconut water. I'm going to crack this open, eat a bit of the flesh as well, and then I'm going to call it a day. If you're still watching, thank you so much. Now you know what to do if you ever find yourself lost in the mangroves. Okay, you might need a knife and a stick and a match or a lighter or a fire steel, or if you've got the skills to rub two sticks together like I have done in previous videos, you can always make a fire doing that. On that note, thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.